Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and if you'd like to learn how I created this look, just stay tuned. Alright, so to start out, we're using our MAC Prep and Prime so we can get our face ready for everything we're putting on it. So the first thing I do is my brows, and today we're going to be using the Brow Pomade 04 Espresso by Tom Ford. I like to start out with the bottom, shade it a little bit upwards, and then I work on the top. And I like to do my brows first just because if I don't have time to work on anything else, at least my brows are done. And I can put just a little bit of eyeliner, lashes, and we're ready to go. So then I fill them in all the way around on both of them. And so yeah. And here I like to brush the tip of it just so that they can look more natural. You don't want to put a lot of product in the front. And then next we're going to be using the Wet n Wild concealer. Here I like to use it to clean out the top, clean out the bottom, just to get a good shape within the brow. I love the way this one works because it glides on there, and the little spoolie tip, you can just glide it and use it and shape your brow any way you like, to be honest. So it works pretty good, and it's very not expensive. It's the Wet n Wild brand. So yeah, it works out. And throughout the video, guys, just bear with me. This is my first time doing a voiceover in this long of a video, and I hope it helps everybody out. That's just my desire at the end of the day. And again, I just like to brush them out so that all the hard product that was left, just brush it and give it a good wipe there to make it look more natural. And then I just spread the rest of the concealer around so you don't get any harsh lines that you used the concealer around your brows. Alright, and now we're using the Tarte concealer in the shade medium. I like to place this all over the eyelid to give it a clean base, and we're using our sponge to even out the product. That way we have a really good clean area to work with. I like to do this because it gives my shadows a way to sit in, and it stays longer throughout the day. Alright, and now to set in our concealer, we're going to be using the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I take a brush and I put the product all over my eyelid to where I put the concealer. That way we set it in and it's not sticky. And then I just put the loose that's on the brush back on the container and tap on it. Since our lids are ready to go, we're going to be using the Jekyll and Hyde palette by Morphe. We're going to take this brown color here and put it on our crease. And to spread it even, you can just fan it around until you get the designated shade that you like for your base. We're going to do the same thing with the other eye and just give it a good coat there so that you can get the even shade that you want for your base. Alright, now we're using this type of brush, and we're using a lighter shimmer on the inner corner of our eyelid, so that way we give it a good base for the glitter to go on. And we're going to do the same thing on the other eye, and like again, you can pack more for a lighter shade. Next, we're using this type of brush. This brush is smaller yet has more bristles, so you can get more of an increase in the product. We're going to be doing it on the outer corner of your eyelid, and again, you pack it on there and you keep fanning it on there as much product as you like the intensity of the color to be, or intensity of the shade that you like on there. And then I noticed that that my other eyelid needed a little bit more packing, and I went and fixed that on the other side here shortly. And we're using this brush to fan it out a bit to basically move the color and even it out. And that's when I noticed my other lid needed a little bit more color. We just fan it. Next, we're using the Stila glitter, and I love this because it already comes with like a little bit of glue on there, and it doesn't have a lot of fallouts, which I like. You just give it a good spread to even out how much glitter you like on one eye and then on the other. I'm using my Norwex cloth just to clean out the fallouts. And now for my eyeliner, I'll be using a white eyeliner. I usually do black, but this time I wanted to do a little bit of white to intensify the bottom of my lid. Now we're going to be using a small brush with smaller bristles to get a little bit of coat on the bottom as an eyeliner under the white lid to intensify the liner at the bottom, basically the color. Alright, one of my favorite parts is the eyeliner. I like to do a wing liner, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Tip eyeliner for the top. And here you see me talking to my daughter, and you'll notice I burned my lip with a curler. Not fun, guys. I don't recommend it. I've actually never had an accident with a curler or straightener until now. And yeah, it did a really good number on me. It took a while to heal, but now it's just peeling and trying to go back to normal. But anywho, yep, now we check the eyeliner on both sides, make sure we get a little bit of evenness. Now I like to take a wipe and just finish it off to give it a good, good tip there on the end. Now we're going to be curling our lashes, and I just take my curler. I've gotten different ones. This one I'm not sure what name brand it is, but I just curl them. It was my hair curler who burned my lip, not that one. Now I'm using the Define a Lash mascara and put a good coat on all my lashes, just so that once I put these on there, they will stay. Now we're using the Too Faced Born This Way powder in the natural beige. I don't really use a lot of foundation, but this time I really don't want to use it because it's really heavy and I don't have a lot of blemishes or anything like that to hide, just to even out the color of my skin. And now we're going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It'll conceal, contour, and highlight the bottom of your eyes, your nose, your chin, and the top of your, or I should say the bottom of your forehead. And I just take a sponge and I even it out there. It's liquid, so you will have to just retouch it with a powder to conceal it. And this gives you your face more dimension. I really like using it. And since that was the liquid, we do have to set it. And I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and I'm going to be dabbing it on the lighter areas for the light part. Now for this part, I don't use liquid for the darker part of my contour. I just use the powder. I don't want it very, very harsh. So I just use it on the areas that I want to contour with the brown part. There are my cheeks to make them look a little smaller. I know we had gained weight and just quarantining and all that good stuff, like we all know. But we'll get to that on another video. We do a little bit of our nose and finish that off. Alright, so now we're going to be using just a regular black liner to give it a more defined shape on the eyes. And I just do it on a little bit, not so much. Next, we're using the Sephora blush palette. I like a little bit of blush here and there. I don't use it all the time, but I do like it on some occasions. And you don't have to go so harsh on it. It just depends on how you like it, but this is how I put it on there. Now we're going to be using the Too Faced Love Light highlighter, And this one, I really like it because it gives it a gold shimmer, not too much. And now we're going to be using the Madly Matte Lip Gloss, but it's more of a peachy color. I didn't want to go too dramatic, but I did want to use maroon as well on the lips. But since we have the shimmer on the eyes going on, this gives the eyes more of a pop and not so much focus on the mouth. But yeah, I really like that color. Alright, and now for some falsies. We're using the LA Color Drama Lash, and we're going to bend them a little just to give them shape. We put them in the end of our tweezers, and we're going to do the glue. I'm doing the Duo Eyelash Adhesive, the dark one, and we'll give a good spread all over the lash. I like to give it a good dry, blow on them, and then set them right on the eye there. And sometimes they move on, yeah, so just kind of wiggle them around, make sure. And if you need to cut them before you put the glue on there. And then we put a little bit of mascara, the same brand, just to glue them together, or not glue them together, stick them together. You don't want to glue your own lashes. Now for the next one, and I'm not very big on lashes as far as brands go, just as long as they kind of stick on there, you know, they look good. It's all good. Here we are. I'm just taking a bigger brush to remove any excess color that was left, and to finish off we're using the Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray for oil control. It helps and does wonders for me. And so yeah, so there you have it. This is the final look in a different kind of lighting. Thank you for watching, and if you want to follow me and subscribe to my channel, just hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notified, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.